I don't believe in the European narratives when they telling us their spin, their false narratives, and I'm, I've been wrestling with this the whole week, and I want to ask you, like, why is it that we feel like we need their approval? Why is it that we afraid to step out and do our own thing?
No, that's a great question. And when we mean in general society or the melanated people?
I'm always talking about my
melanated people.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I thought. So just to make sure that I'm on point here. So from my perspective, me not trying to be politically correct, I would say in this country, on this side of the world, we could, it's the product of that slavery system, how they impose capitalism over here. And then on the other side of the world, the Eastern Hemisphere, Africa, Asia, the other colonized places, this is also too a colonized place. But the other colonized places, it was more so, through colonialism and stuff like that. But that superiority complex or inferiority complex that we have, through racism, thinking that white is right and brown is down, so that's age, that's centuries old. Some people, we say it's 400, 500 years old at least. But nowadays, again, we're going back to what you talked about as far as, believing their narrative, the doom and gloom narrative. With us, meaning melanated people, it's interesting because a lot of brown people think that we've had progress. And when we say progress, we mean we use their markers, their meaning the quote-unquote dominant society, white people, those who identify themselves as white. They tell us that black people have progressed, but when we look at black people en masse, we say that we haven't progressed. Or we say that we have progressed, but we can also see where so many of us are struggling, whatever metric we want to use, whatever data we want to use. So just to go back to answer your question, why do we kind of look at ourselves through their lens or through the white gaze as, I think who said that? I think maybe it was Baldwin or Fanon said that, looking at ourselves through the white gaze. Why do we prioritize the white gaze and looking at ourselves in their image? It has to be because of us feeling like we need to impress them or be subservient to them or be docile to them so they won't harm us in some way, if I'm being completely honest. Like it got to be that way because, again, for us to be a free people, for us to be able to have our own jobs, live where we supposedly want to live, work where we supposedly want to be able to work, even though we know that there's a lot of discrimination going on and double standards, it has to be fear. It has to be fear.
Yeah, so